Good morning. We're down in the city of Detroit at the Trombley Waste Management Center. We've got a welding job that we're going to take a look at for the client. So we're going to walk inside. I'll show you what's going on, and then we'll take it from there. We're waiting on the welder to get here right now, but this is the site where we're going to be making a well repair to protect this sprinkler pipe from getting damaged. What's happening is they're coming up this ramp with the high-low, and they're concerned that somebody's going to back into the sprinkler pipe. Obviously, you can see it's a pretty big pipe, and if it ruptures, then there's going to be all kind of water all throughout the place. We're just going to wait for the welder to get here. We're going to explain it to him. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Recycle everything?
Yes. Yeah, this is the downtown, trash incinerator.
Right.
What we have going on here is they bring high-lows and stuff up through here. And what their concern is that the high-low's going to back into this pipe or this pipe and do some damage. So what we'd like you to do is we'd like you to install a piece of angle channel that we're going to provide right here. Now you'll have to tie it into the concrete, and then you'll have to find a way to tie it into the steel, right? Because it's got, the piece has to be outside of this here, right? Because it's going to be a protector for this. So it's going to be a piece of angle, and then there's going to be a 6x6 piece of steel that's going to be next to the angle. Just a
square tubing?
Yes, okay. Square tubing, exactly. That's what we're going to have up here to act as a buffer to protect this and this, right?
We're going to have to tie in somewhere onto this, right? Because this is going to be too
we thought you were
concrete anchor.
Yeah, concrete anchor from the concrete base, come up to just over the top of that, right? So is your tie-in point going to be off of that girder right there?
I really wouldn't want to, just because this is so thin.
Okay, you're right.
So we'd have to, we came in the middle of that I-beam.
Okay.
Came out here.
Okay.
And connected it like that, like behind that pipe.
Okay, all right, that's fine.
Is there gas line they're worried about?
This is like a 4-inch main, water main. Okay. They're worried about that and this.
Why both the angle and the square tubing? This question.
Just added protection. Because obviously, if this gets hit, this is a major, it's a major issue. So. But I do understand what you're saying. You're saying that this particular piece of metal is not secure enough to do that.
Not to tie it.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you.
We'll be strong here.
Yep.
I'll have to make some plates.
Yes.
In order to drill it in.
Okay.
And then probably the ground too.
Yeah, something to tie into the ground,
here.
something to tie in here, and then a tie off at the top. They want the square angle to be like here, right? So a piece of angle channel here, and then the square tubing
inside of it almost.
Yes, pretty much. Yes.
Okay. It's going to be a little bit more than $500 for sure, because I'm going to have a guy come out with me and help. So I'm going to have to pay him.
And what are you thinking?
If you're supplying material, if I'm anchor bolts, I'll be buying those. Probably at least $1,200.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna have to check with somebody else because that's over our budget. Okay. Yeah. But I appreciate you coming out.
No problem.
Thank you.
Have you had anyone else come look at it?
No, but we're about to.
Your main gig?
Well, I own a cleaning/construction company, so we do small construction projects and we clean stuff all over the United States. But that's what
they just hired you to figure something out, some solution for them, or?
Well, on this particular job, we work through another vendor, and we do miscellaneous stuff like that plastic. They had us put that up over the vents.
Okay.
There's some stuff up on the roof that we deal with like every couple of weeks because we have like trash overflow.
Oh, really?
There's like 60 doors around here that we painted. The doors were new doors and they just need to be painted. You know, we painted all of these bollards. It was like 60 bollards we painted. So that's what we've done for them down here so far.
You have your hands in everything.
Well, you pretty much have to these days. You know,
make some money. But,
yeah.
Well, yeah, it could be around 1,200.
Okay.
If you can find someone to do it cheaper, just because I'm gonna have to make those base plates and everything else. So it was nice meeting you.
You too, my friend. Take care of yourself.
Yep.
Welders in Detroit. Hello.
Hello?
Hi, is this the welder?
Yeah.
Okay. How you doing, sir?
Good. How are you?
Good. So I have a job in Detroit that I need to get some welding done on Saturday. I'm trying to see if you might be available to help us out.
Usually I try not to work Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now what's taking place is we're grinding off a piece of the channel due to the fact that it was fabricated slightly not to specification. We're only the installer, so we had nothing to do with the actual fabrication. But we're going to go ahead and make the adjustment so that we can get this erected and get the client happy. So now you can see we have the post repositioned right up against the knee wall and the 90. And we're now about to re-core the holes so that we can anchor this to the structure. And if you take a look at it now, you can see that the 6x6 timber rests right above the top of the red sprinkler line, which is what we want. So we're in really good position here. So once we anchor it in, we'll paint it up, put the black tape on it, and we'll be done. So I'm gonna give you a visual of what's going on here. But right now, Troy is taking a hammer drill to pour into the concrete knee wall so that we can put the anchor bolts in to support this 6x6 piece of metal tubing, steel tubing that we had to fabricate for this project. So as you can see, Troy is, get your close up, Troy's hammer drilling the bolts into place. He's about to make his first incision with the Tapcon bolts.